Hey, Kronos here. Welcome to a new Patchnotes. This time we are checking Patchnotes 10.0, the first patch of the 2026 this year. We can see that there are many changes, some new content, and some tweaks on numbers here and there. First of all, at the end of the season, you will get a title based on your positioning on the leaderboard. And the top 1000 players will receive titles more exclusive based on the final position, okay? That's also a nice thing to have and will allow people to grind even more than before, okay? The rating on Legendary has been changing from rating above 1080. This means that top 3, top 10 tier in the leaderboard will be affected, so they can go above this cap, the 1090. The ghost pool is now global and no longer regional, and in theory it should be let's say easier to upgrade, to match other people, because you will face more no people in general around the world, but also especially for the higher rank on the leaderboard. In general, it's I don't know how to comment this out. Let me know in the comment down below if you have some thoughts about this. New content. There is a new monster. It's a Dia3 monster. It will have a skill for tools that your non-tools have plus crit chance for each tool you have. So imagine it will give 5 crit chance for each tool you have. You get 4 tools, you get 20% crit chance on other items, which is pretty good. There are some new Stelle items and Jules items and skills and Jules skills. We will see them later on with Bazaar DB. New monsters, monster changes. Burning Gator as the weak point detector, now to gold. The Covetous Raven is now bronze, so it's easier to fight this monster. Foreman is now moved to diamond tier, so it's less frequent. It will be it will match the strength about that this hero and monster can have. No, it's not always easy to beat this guy. Haunted Kimono is now getting 1 extra silver scrap. Kivers has now discovered honeycomb, so basically I think he is using an honeycomb inside the build. Rogue Scrapper, now the gear Nola is now a bronze gear Nola. The encounter changes. The art has been changed for Bex. The dogs has the effect of work as token and work as 7 tenants has been swapped. So you need to be careful and read what the docs is saying now. I will leave out the issues fixed. We don't care about them too much. Tox clock now spawns for style. That's very interesting. Now items changes, but before going to the items changes, let me go down to the no, it's fine. Now we can go to the item changes, because we have checked every general change here, and there will be new cool stuff. So let's go here. We start with Vanessa. The blunderbuss is now having 2 extra ammo. When you burn, use this, so it's like more damage overall. Butterfly swords is now going, the cooldown is going from 7 to 6 to 5. Okay. And you can see the changes here and some more damage. The grenade will be 1 second less, so be careful, because this item has 100% crit chance and it's always critting. The NX is now 6 seconds. Okay, nice. I mean, 8 leech is now when you crit, charge this instead of when you poison. No, when you crit poison yourself. In the poison yourself is now on the active part, when it's also 1 second more. Okay. So there will be some changes to this item. I don't see this often, so maybe this will see play now. The holsters has now changed to the enchantments. Let's see the Radiant. The Radiant didn't change, it was like one of the best. I don't see many things change, really. But I don't see the changes clearly from here. Lighter is now 1 burn extra at diamond. Okay. Lighter is this one, if you don't know. Piano is now adjacent friends have +1 unicast, not every item. Important. Port can go to 4 seconds. The port is the one that reloads all your ammo item and charging them, so it's like more charges, so it makes sense to play the port now. Scimitar of the Deep changes on the enchantments. Shark Ray has increased the cooldown at diamond. The shiny primordial is now double the damage, which is crazy. Switch bit the same. Vampire Squad is now dealing more damage. Wanted Poster is now dealing double XP bonus with the shiny. Okay. So in general on Vanessa there are some little buffs, some here and there, and maybe new items that will see play. So overall it's a good thing for Vanessa. No, nothing crazy, nothing to report, let's say. 28 finesse is been changing in the enchantments, but I don't see many changes here. Abacus is now always 4 seconds. Nerf to Pygmalion. Nerf also on the attributes, and the tooltip are changing. The Atlas Stone is now buffed for 1 second. Okay. Atlas is now nerfed. It costs more gold because now it's silver plus. Just nothing extra, just remove that bronze tier. The Beast of Burden is now 10 seconds and is being redesigned. This has the types of the item you have in your stash, so it's like cargo shorts and shorts, cargo shorts. Basically it's stronger because in the stash you can keep many different things, and this has the items of your stash, and then in the board can be like you can put cooldown reduction, like other things. So Beast of Burden I think definitely will see play more than before. I think I'm not a Pygmalion player, so don't take my word as granted, but this could be interesting to see. Beehive changes on the enchantments, we skip. Bootstrap now is gold plus. Cargo shorts is now 8 seconds, and they swapped with the Beast of Burden. Okay, interesting. Okay, so the builds that were using cargo shorts in the with the board has been changed, so you don't have to play this anymore, but you can do it with the similarly. No, it will be a different build, but probably. But in general, the typology has been changed with the Beast of Burden. The text. A little buff to the conquer, one scaling a little bit more. Conquer is this one. Display case is now shielding more. Yeah, shielding more at H tier. Double whammy is now going to 10 seconds at diamond, so it makes sense to play maybe. Fort is now changed on some tooltips, that's okay. Hot stones is now redesigned. Gain max health equal to 2, 3, 4, 5 items. so nerfed on the hot stones. Okay, nice. Less regen basically. No, less max health, sorry. Look circuitous. When you sell a property, these items gain more value, so it's like more scaling buff, a buff on the QoS. Pickles protectors is now for 5 seconds nerf to the, so it's buff and nerfs to the Pygmalion, so it's like an adjustment, a balance patch here. Regal blade is now by 6 properties, and what was before? Equal to the double of the value of the giga buff to the regal blade. Okay, I don't see this much played too much, but it can be played, I think. 6 seconds, one shot people basically, together with a square pig, maybe in the square pig. Robe has now cooldown reduced. That's scary. I think that's scary because it's like a loop item which is faster, so it sauna is now 5 seconds instead of 7 giga buff. Apparel is now nerfed, so they nerfed apparel but they buffed display case. Okay, streaming setup redesign. When your toys and your friends gain damage, heal and shield, so it's like a buff. And when you use a toy or friend, it's this gains also, it's a buff also for the friends. Giga buff to the streaming setup, actually. 2 changes to tooltip because they changed the other friends everywhere. Succulents nerf, big change here because it was so overly used. Textile is now Glue Plus, thank Lord. This was busted. I think they should also nerf some seconds here because it was like crazy. When you heal, it's a passive activation. It should be when you heal, charge this 1 second, and on the activation, charge adjacent items. So otherwise, and then you can go to 3 seconds eventually and cool down. Just Reynard, please. This is like bullshit. This allows to combo where you have 10 bandages at diamond 2 seconds, and it's like in 2, 3, 4 seconds there is like a giant weapon that is killing you because Pig has so many HP and is like using the elf to kill you based on that. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, okay, then Pig has to this playstyle, I suppose. Now, so Pig is over. Buff and nerfs. So my rating on Vanessa is like on 1 to 5 could be, I mean, 3. There are some buffs, but not big buffs. Pygmalion is like it's a balance. It's a 3 as well because there are some things that are 4, some things that are 2. On average, could be 3. So let's see the dually items. Angry Balloon Bot buff 1 second is the one that when you lose shield deal damage, this gains damage to the shield lost. So might be played. Antimatter Chamber is now changed on tooltips. Who cares? Balloon Bot seconds nerf 1 second, sorry, buff. But they could change this one, so it's like faster if you don't if you're not shielded. Okay. Battery is now 4 seconds but 1 less ammo, so it's like one less cooldown. It's a big buff. Bunker has changed some tooltips. You dually play, yes, you can read this, I will not read for you. Claw arm bunker. Claw arm is now changed in shiny. Companion core is changed some tooltips. Coolant has now the tool tag. Crane now the more damage. Flat 300 damage. Eee. Okay, let's go. Okay. Crit core is now changing the tooltips. Cryosphere is now changing tooltips. Dinosaur is now buffed at diamond, but nerfed before. Okay. Dino Disguise is adjacent dinosaurs have +1 multicast. It's completely different. That's completely busted. I think they did a mistake. No. Yeah, the cooldown is going down to 7 also. Argentinos F+1 Mustica. Ah, shiny. Oof. I thought they were changing like the default. Dino Seldel the same. Dinosaur. If you have at least 3 other tools, so like a buff to the dinosaur. Dultron is little nerf on the damage. Dultron Mayfern changed on tooltips. Duct tape is now when use an adjacent item, so it's not only one to the left. So like it's like reverting the change they did before. It was like this before, so now it's stronger. The duct tape makes sense also to be played in an armored core more and more. Let's say on the right side. And Girnola is now what is doing this? Changes on tooltips. Okay. Green Wasp is now more poison. Overtech. Green Wasp is this one. Overtech is now more items that are starting flying. Ignition core is changed on tooltips. Okay. A launch pod is gold plus now and have more burn. Yeah, a little bit more burn. Some burn more. 2 at gold and 6 at diamond. Makes sense that this was super good, and now you find it only in certain cases. It's like less common. Launcher core changed on tooltips as the other one. Light bulb is now from any era, getting the small tech. Okay, Macmorse changed in enchantment. Bazaar more damage, base damage. Motherboard is now 4 seconds for hasting. Party float is less damage at diamond. No, less shield at diamond. I don't have a feeling for this. I don't see this often. Pierre conditioner changed in tooltips. We don't need that. Plasma grenade is like 1 second less, but only 2 ammo. And we use low 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of all. So it's like a big nerf in my opinion. Yeah, big nerf. Because if you want to buff it, you will buff just the number of slot items. So it's like... And sometimes there is no change because pigs maybe sometimes has 4 items in the board. Sometimes 5, but in general, many times you see 1 large and 7 small, or maybe only small is harder, but yeah. Anyway, 5, 6 it will be basically all, most of the time. Primal core has now less scaling at gold. Wow, okay. Nerf to the primal core. Propeller red changed in shiny. Red firefly is more burn. Rocket launcher is now 7 seconds. That's interesting. Now it's much more playable. So Dooley might be a bit stronger early game. Security camera has more crit. It goes to 40% crit. Might be C play, I don't know. Tank Yankee is now shield equal to its damage instead of that amount. Ah, now shields to its damage. What's the change? So if they deal damage, that amount, deal damage to its damage. No. Looks the same. The wording maybe is better. Pterodactyl is now getting 4 seconds buff. Wow. And much less damage. Okay. The core changes into thermal lens is now burn for 5 and more scaling. Okay. Thrusters changed in tooltips. Wall success, weaponize success will indulge cooldown reduction. Interesting. Okay, Dooley overall receives some buffs, some little nerfs, so overall I can rate it this as a 4, considering the previous ones. Maybe Vanessa could be also a 4 at this point, just received buffs. Mac items, Barley Cross 2 seconds cooldown, reduced, less scaling here and here, and the cost, what? When you poison now you get less scaling. Yeah, we said that here. Strange. Excavation tools, deadly don't care. Flying potion is now silver plus. Spores, we don't care. Memento mori, we don't care. Mirror is now 3 seconds. Interesting, actually. Mortar and pestle is more scaling. Interesting. Augment is now silver plus. Okay, good for the bronze pool. Glaive shiny is like double poison bonus. Potion now gives you also a catalyst. That's a big change. This changed on tooltips, who cares? Oh, additional. Oh, that's a big nerf instead. It's like only addition now. Okay. Regeneration potion, less silver plus. No, bronze plus, sorry. Safety pan is the catalyst. Instead of which they get a catalyst, shiny. So basically you get 2 catalysts as a start of each day. Smelling salts changed in tooltips. Might be relevant, but we don't care now. Stuff for the moose changed in tooltips. Test TSA tooltip change. Venom tooltip change. Venom under changed. It goes down to 3 seconds. Okay, this was the useless one basically. Now it's poison do and gain 1 regen, but it's faster. Gain to 3 seconds. Actually, maybe if you want a fast poison item, maybe it makes sense to be played. I don't know. Wizard Speed has been redesigned. Now it goes down to 6 seconds, but when you freeze an item for 0.5, so little nerf. But now when you slow or poison, charge these 2. So you got a loop on poison, an extra item that loops and freezes. Yeah, that's can see play. Okay, Mac is over. I think it's a 4 on Mac. They just received good stuff. The Wizard Speed, the potion was a good thing, but in general was mostly tooltips. So let's go to Stelle. And Stelle, guys. Stelle. Aerial turret, buff on damage. Easy. 5 damage on every tier. Okay. Balloon engine is more burn, so a little bit 1 burn extra. It should be better. And the battle drone is now 7 seconds, so might see play. I don't see, but I don't know, but they may but see play. Bon Voyage tooltips, Boom Boom Bot tooltips, Cloche Hat tooltips, Cloud Tanker tooltip. This means that, sorry, not tooltips, enchantments. I was saying tooltip, but I meant enchantment. Yeah, Cloud Tanker tool enchantments as well, Firecrackers enchantments as well. Fly Cycle is a shield reference, so you can also find when you're in Cave, for example, in Cave. It's important. And Glider buff scaling. I don't know why they did this, but Glider is even better, guys. Glider is even better. Insane. Anger redesigned. Now, when you use a vehicle or a drone, reduce your items cooldown items by 5 or 10%. So it's like generic cooldown reduction on everything. And imagine this in a loop board, like with a workshop or with a squeezer and other things. Insane. It's only when you use a vehicle or a drone, but still, I mean. Okay, hydraulic squeezer, your flying items have 40 crit. Okay, never mind. Tooltip. Inflate meal makes 50 of your items fly. It was also for the opponent. Like with a vortex maybe. Lightning rod has changed the heavy, so now when you use an item slow instead of when you freeze slow, so it's much better, more damage on the rod. I was a little bit too much behind now, bro. I like it. Marshalling lights, slow an item for, no, never mind, just tooltips, just enchantments. MBB enchantments, Oblivion Cannon has changed. Now it's from 7 to 5. Destroy the smallest enemy. It's the new item. It deals 300 damage. When an item is destroyed, this gains damage equal to 100 times? What? 100 times the destroyed items cooldown for the fight? So if I destroy at 3 seconds, I will gain 300 damage. If I destroy at 10 seconds, I will gain 1000. Okay. I was like 100 times, what the fuck? Okay, so basically we have to make this very fast to destroy enemy things. It doesn't work with the lava roller. Okay, interesting. It was like, there was like also present before, but it was not released. That's strange. Oblivion Vortex. It's a new item. You destroy your leftmost item. Charge your other items equal to half that item cool down. What the fuck? They are just adding more good things for the lava roller. What the fuck? Charge. What? It's like, if you don't find Pika, you find this one. It's like, no way. You don't need passive items in this case. But yeah, man, like the ads, but still. Charge 4 seconds if you destroy in 8 seconds cooldown. What the fuck? And 6 seconds a diamond. Hello? But are you insane? Okay, I don't know. That's strange. Orbital Polisher, make 10 of your items fly. No. Don't make this harder and harder. Yeah, okay. Makes sense to do the other one. Ornithopter is no longer cooldown reference. Okay. Parts Picker, no change. It's been the same as the last one. Pilot Wings is now also assisting drones. Private Runabout is buff on damage every tier and cooldown. Let me play the game, let me play the game. Insane buff. Radar Dome changed the quests. It's only our things. I was thinking it was like this also before, but apparently it was all the board. Relay Drone is the new item. Charge 1, 2, 3 other items 2 seconds. What? It's a medium item, silver plus. And it's a tech and drone. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Rocket drone changed in tooltips. Security drone changed in damage. In shield, sorry. Scale more buff. Stimulus buff on the seconds. And more burn. Wow. Style Workshop is now also a tool. Charge a vehicle or a drone. Okay, but it's the same as before, but you can find it with the tools, the tools merchant now. Easy. I have no words. Paste the item to the left of this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Give it crit chance on the activation, so it's like scaling crit on something. 4 seconds. Tech drone. Okay, this on the turret is like insane. Jesus Christ. Tugboat is now also a vehicle. Okay, Stelle 5-star. Stelle, I don't see. I don't know. We'll see. You will see with my games on my Twitch channel. Make sure to check that channel. There is the link in the description. Now, Jules has also some new items. Attachment set. Silver tool, weapon, medium. When use a non-weapon tool, deal damage. When use a weapon tool, shield. Okay. Shield and damage. Interesting. It's a passive item. Wow. You can have spamming things and do damage. Like it's like a freezer, but without freezing. Okay. As a skew, change it with another item with not food. Big buff on stew. Banolith nerfs. 1 second. Okay, maybe because you got this one and it's like maybe too strong, this one then. Basket is now less shield. Base shield. Blender is the new item. No. It's not a new item. To this item implementation, when you freeze haste, shield. What kind of changes to implementation are these? No, I don't see big changes here. Bread changed. Now when this is the region items gain region, so it's like a buff to the region items in general, so that's a interesting change, I think. Bubblegum front redesigned. When you slow, shield. When you use a food, shield, it was like, right? When you use a food, when eaten, slow. And when you slow, shield. So when you use a food, shield basically, and slow. But no, it's when you slow, shield, so it's generic. And when eaten, you need to use a food to slow. So it's like 2 parts. It's like good that is 2 parts. That is separated. So you can shield anytime, but you can slow also if you're eaten. So it makes sense to make this eaten, of course. Butter is now okay, whatever. Kick butter is now changed. When you use a tool, you're eaten or chill food gain shield and regen. When you use a tool, it's not an adjacent tool, so it's much better, this one. Okay, they're buffing Jules a little bit. Tool enchantments I will skip. Durian is now added buff on the number of items that will slow. Okay, the Durian is this one, which is good with the maybe bubblegum, maybe. You shield, and then you can kill, maybe. I don't know. Farmer's Market has now regen and elf tags. Okay. Food truck is now when your food is hasted, charge it. Holy shit. Is it better, no? It's like much better. You can haste can be received from the opponent, and like there is a skill that haste everything. So it's like a little bit press. Fruit press has changed in implementation details. I don't know what this means this way. Giant lollipop as elf. Oh, you can find more frequently the lollipop. Interesting. Honeycomb has been changed too. Now it's a bronze item. Regen tag, and is let's look at it from here. It now slows and gain regen. That's it. No longer gain shield and regen to the adjacent one, so you need to use the saffron only for doing that. Sharpener is the new item. When you use an adjacent weapon, it gains damage for the fight. Haste another tool. Okay. It's a bronze tool, so it's good for the bronze tool weapon. Massive cleaver is like the big weapon. Deal damage equal to 50% of your max health. 8 seconds, 50%. So it's like double whammy, but worse. When you crit a charge, this 2 seconds, but there is the charge effect. Okay. Depends then. It could be massive. Mousetrap changed silver to bronze, whatever. It's like more damage, but yeah. Pancakes now is bronze. It has a multicast when heated. Okay. It's like better on food usages. Yeah. Pasta is at the elf tag. Pumpkin now adjacent shield. This is like the honeycomb. They made it a medium item. This literally the old honeycomb, and the honeycomb became this one basically. It's similar, not really, but similar. Okay, so they wanted to have scaling less doable. Seafood cracker is now 4 seconds. Interesting. Spice rack changes on enchantments. This is a new item. Haste adjacent items for 2. When your food is hasted, it gains crit chance. Oh. It gains. So you do rice is better now, because you can have this one near to the rice, the rice cooker and rice, so you get like crit quickly, and then you can win more frequently with juice. So overall juice is better. Trail mix quest easier, 5 and 10. The slushy boat we missed. Now is when you use non-heated item, charge this. Your items gain crit chance. I don't think about that gaining crit chance, like it's like better because it's like it's also working with tools, but scaling crit is like legit good. Maybe with the cake makes sense, I don't know. Veggie Garden. Adjacent tools have plus demon damage equal to 5% of your max health. Your max health equal. You have max health equal to 3/6 times your item region. Ah, okay, that's the max health thing that is good with the weapon that we saw here. No, with the weapon. Where is the weapon we saw before? Sharpenter. No, Cleaver. Cleaver and the other one, and then you go regen. Okay. Yeah, Whisk is now what? 1 second buff. So overall, I think Jules will be much more playable, much easier to win there, and I think it could be a easy 4, maybe also a 5 sometimes. Depends on the new items. But overall, 4 and 4.5. Let's do this in between 4 and 5. Let's quickly see the rest. Agility boots, never mind. Barbara spike, never mind. We just don't see very good things here. Octopuses multicast 4 now. Shiny, rocket boots. I don't see any change in the wording here. Huh? Well, strange. Singularity now 6 seconds. Destroy an enemy item. Destroy an enemy item. This can be played actually. It's like easy, good. You can destroy anything. You can make it. You can charge it. It's a tech, unfortunately. Make it a tool. Make it a relic. Salts and okay, but Temple Expedition ticket. I mean, anything to win. Armor dealer. This is added to pig. No, this is now. This is now on Stelle. Oh, okay, nice. Because Stelle was having a problem with the elf, so max elf is nice. Now it's like also on Stelle, not on Mac. Okay. Pig more containment is now on pig. 5-10 times you burn, charge a shield. Okay, not nice. The first time you fall below half shield equal to 4 times the burn. Okay. Emergency landing is now. The first time you fall half fix each fight, heal 5% of your max health for each flying item, then stop flying. And this is added where? In general? A new skill? Good for the glider. Good for the glider. You heal, and then it will stop. Style 5++. Barrel roll has been added for Stelle as well. When you use a flying item, sorry, I was missing them. When you use a flying item, an adjacent item start flying. Oh, it's a diamond only. Okay, but Jesus. What the fake? First flames, when you first time you use a large item burn, okay. Grease fire, 8 times, blah, 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 times you use a tool burn. Guardian's Fury, when you're shielded, your weapon cooldowns are reduced. Okay, change it in the tooltip typo. Would it add that your leftmost item is a food for Jules? Interesting. It's a drone. Is a drone for Stelle. Nice. Leverage momentum. When an item is destroyed, one of your 1, 2, 3 cell items start flying. Part speaker lava roller even better. Interesting. Living flame. Pygmalion now. Okay. This is a new skill, Stelle Jules. When you use a tool, weapons addition to it gains damage. Okay, interesting. Scaling for extra scaling, nice. We could be nice for many things instead. Primal Rage is also scaling less damage, okay. Regenerative is now also no, it's been removed from Stelle. Okay, nice. No, okay, well. You have more other good skills, I suppose. The first time you're using an item, each fight, one of your tools start flying. Huge. Toxic Flame now Silver Plus. And no longer Gold Plus. No, not good. No, not good. No. That's the... Vital Reserve is no longer Stelle. Item there, they're removing some region items from Stelle pool. Makes sense because I wasn't a good for her. Night Silver Plus, your weapons have more damage for each food you have. Ooh. Okay. And water for 50 no longer in. This is like what? It's the same. No, it's more at silver. It's less at silver. It's less at silver and gold. Okay, that's all for the patch notes. I hope that you saw something good in the patch notes, and if you see something very crazy that maybe you want to suggest, comment down below. Leave a comment, also ping me on Discord eventually, and we will see live with new items for patch 10.0. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here the entire video. You can see my socials here, and if you want to support me, you can subscribe, hit the like button, turn on notification, and follow me on the socials. Make sure to check out my other videos here, and until next time, stay tuned for the fun.